Alrighty. Well, welcome everyone to after chapter discussion for some say me for
10.05.
10.05. Thank you.
The sixth
Uh,
chapter.
Sixth chapter, 10th volume. Here we are. I'm Sidehammer, and with me today is Sir Bear. We are filling in for Asteria today. Who may show up later, we don't know. Um,
I'm sure she'll be extremely disappointed she's not here. Because she wants to talk about something, I'm sure.
oh, yes, I'm sure she does. I know, I recall. Okay. Um, well, in lieu of that, um, let's just begin with general impressions. But Sir Barry, you want to go first?
Yeah. Yeah, obviously the chapter fell for me the chapter fell a bit incomplete, needed a bit more meat down the middle. But there's also the context outside of the reading that Parrot Abba is doing editing for precious volume for the next books and all of that. So a short chapter is understandable. Let's just say.
Sure.
It was fun
Personally,
though.
yeah, I thought it was fun. Uh, I was personally disappointed in its length. It's very it was very short, but at the same time, it did have a good number. I mean, at least it updated us on at least every member of the Horns. It's not like we don't know now where everyone is, except say Kizabra and Bofia. And Bofia.
We
So
know they
I like that.
we know they are
Was
in
that?
Barreros at least.
Yeah, we
Are,
know they're on Belarus. Yeah, but we haven't seen got a glimpse from it yet. That's all, man. So yeah, the Iblone chapter not as pirate is written her. She's not quite the most interesting, except when she's going crazy. But you know what?
yeah,
I thought it was at least it was a good little tide over until the next chapter. But unfortunately, the next chapter is going to be a little while. We're now on
yeah,
break,
a big break.
and I have to say personally, I'm a little disappointed that we didn't see Aaron before our first break. I was hoping to see him by chapter 4 or 5, but it didn't happen this time. It's okay, I suppose. But
We got these at least. We got that type of stuff. We got information.
true, very true. Um, let's see here. We don't have a Google Doc for this
This guy.
this edition,
Oh,
so let's see. We do have some writing,
what
which is nice.
what way to create a question on the on
Sure, yeah,
why are
yeah,
you reading other people since people are
sure,
typing right now? No.
that's right.
Leaving the general
So
impression of the chapter.
yeah, let's, if anyone would like to state or jump on to share their opinions of the chapter, go ahead and at me or Mr. Bear. Oh, and we have something. Donkey 2012 says, I really like this chapter. Interesting to see Evelyn's social ineptitude is because of how she was taught to socialize, not because of her inability to read the room. That is a good point. I do like that she is not. Uh, I was supposed to say a bad word. Um, I do like that she has the ability and just chooses not to. It's an interesting fear. It did remind me of Elos in the last few chapters, actually. And so I find it interesting that we're still with the buyers' families. This sector, maybe this volume may be one of the ones that focuses heavily on the buyers. That might be interesting. But it reminded me of Eli's. He doesn't like, or being so not being able, I'm not being very, not being very clear here. Eli's hounding after the merchants. It reminded me of that in a way that it's not because he's unable to take a hint. It's that his training or his upbringing won't let him stop. And I find it interesting that Sir Bear, or it's Yvonne, is the same way with her. What do you think, Sir Bear?
Uh, it's always funny on the bear family are like, we're not angry, we're absolutely not angry, we're absolutely polite, and everybody look at them like, you're already angry, you destroy stuff,
Yeah,
you're a stalker, or you're destroy pillar, training. What's the word for the
her temper is just like
the thing you hit your sword with? It was mentioned in the love chapter. Evelyn did that. She was eating those. Thing I
yeah,
forgot the name.
that's all right. Um, do we have any chapters here or any questions yet? Nope, don't see it. This is going to be a short one, I think.
Yeah, yeah. I'm avoiding a question right now.
Okay. Let's talk about the other horns. We saw Pisces and Kolth briefly. I know we have some Kolthists in the audience. Um, oh, we have a. Never mind. Let's see here. Kenya says it is a shame the chapter was so short and that we still didn't hear about Aaron, but there was a funny parts with the horns. And even if it was not the same, Inflow made me think, "Hi, I'm LeBron Byers. This is my favorite store in the Citadel." Respect.
Uh,
That's big.
the floor shot was really funny with with the guard. When she was leaving, she was like, she was repeating a speech like, you let me out or I will kill you.
I'm gonna beat you to death with my bare hands. I am not angry.
I'm not angry.
I'm not a. I don't have a temper.
Uh,
Let's
Donkey,
see. Go
Donkey
for it.
said, Pisces and Colt are a fun duel. Donkey is looking forward to seeing more of them. To,
Yeah, I think so too, and I think Colt needs to lay off, and I think Pisces needs to stand up to Colt a little bit more. In my opinion. What do you think?
I think Colt need to have more relationship with the other Orn. Right now, Colt got one with just Pisces because of the whole slave thing,
True.
and he started one with Evelyn after the dream stuff and the fight and the what's the name of the
The
trial of the
labyrinth.
Shidir or the
Yeah,
labyrinth? Yeah.
I remember that was
I,
good.
I,
I
I,
actually
I,
thought they might grab some kind of physical relationship after that, but I don't know. It didn't seem a little. I don't know.
Physical,
Seemed a
yeah,
little seemed a little sexy, but maybe
yeah,
not. Just beating each
yeah.
other up.
I
Yeah,
wonder
yeah.
I wonder how close we have his relationship with Kessenver, Vofia, and Syria. I wonder how that would go.
Yeah, true. We haven't seen him extensively with just one of, or one of each. Um, but it will be interesting to see extended periods of time. Kind of like how I don't know if everyone here has seen Avatar, but everybody had a chance to go off on their little life-changing adventure with Zuko, and
Oh yeah.
Toph was annoyed that she didn't get hers. So maybe everyone will have their chance with Colt.
So I created a question. If Evelyn started to train in her dream and got a level out of it, will it have effect in a real life? Will Evelyn get a skill to create stuff out of her dream or improve her body? What about 50 Marsha out of nowhere?
I have to say, I really enjoyed the Mercer's as a unit of measurement. That's quite funny. I
Yeah.
always like it when Mercer is described as uh, I don't know, an empirical unit. Like, well, all Mercers, please get off the field. Or Mercer looked around and realized she was the only Mercer on the field.
Oh yeah,
Or
that's
the wand of the Mercer. Even the system calls it that. So
but to be honest, the one of Marsha, because it was a specialized one just for her. So that
true,
one makes sense. It's not a unit in themselves.
yeah. But to go back to the question,
What a
um,
dream.
yeah, the good. I like that she's training. She tries to imagine, and I like that she can't imagine what a mountain feels like or something like that. But I do like. I don't know. I like the idea that she's like like this is her training. She's focusing on not dreaming, but focusing on lucid dreaming. Like she would give up and fall asleep, or really fall asleep if she's like zoned out too much. So like she's honing her focus, and I definitely do think that this will be useful in her waking life, at least I'll say.
To create a callback to one criticism of Colt had about Evelyn is Colt said Evelyn was not a creative person. So if Evelyn start to pull stuff out of her dream into reality, if it happened, or if she began to have what we call mind fight, dream fight, or whatever, it'll be an intrinsic aspect to focus on Evelyn creativity.
That's true. There could be some interesting like that. I don't know if they'll be able to conjure anything out into the real world, but that would definitely be a thing. That'd definitely be an interesting take on it. Uh, let's see. Dunky says creating stuff out of dreams sounds like a way higher level skill, something to make the dream training improve. Her real body sounds more plausible. Yeah, I have to agree with that. It seems like pulling something out of your dream would be like uber high level, like like Freddy Krueger shit. Like, you're in my world now, or maybe pull someone into a dream. That'd be kind of neat. Go all, go all Freddy on them. She can even do the thing with her fingers. She can even create like she can extend her arms out and with claws and stuff. She could go full Freddy Krueger on somebody. That'd be awesome. Um,
But to be honest, it sounds like something that probably Parrot would explore in the future at least, because I doubt he'll mention that out of nowhere.
gotcha. Let's see here. In response to Dunky, who said it kind of looks like the horns are going to be in duos for a bit. Which duo we all looking forward to seeing more of? Uh, Kenya said, "For me, it's Kizumber and Bofia for now as a tried and true duo. The rest still have to earn their place as a fun duo to follow. Pisces and Colts had a good start, but we'll have to improve their chemistry even more. But we will have to trust Pirates. Yeah, and that's the thing. Anytime you try to expect something, like Pirate is going to do something different, and it's going to be better than you expect, than you wanted, or you even wanted the first time to do. That's just kind of how it works. You know, they're an incredible writer, and I do have criticism sometimes. I do trust them, the direction which they have and the vision they have for their work here. Because damn, if I haven't had a blast with all the rest of it, probably gonna have a blast with them. What's to come?
To to be honest, I think also the member of Ophia into the mix will create po- a lot of situation to explore the personality of the Orn in a way, create their moment together.
Sure.
Para doesn't add just one character, they added two in the team.
Hmm.
They
That's
will
a
have,
good point.
they will have much on their plate. Maybe some duo will be less focused, less senior. Like I I believe the duo of Sierra and Evelyn was not that much explored until Volume 9 with this
True,
with the
until
was
recently.
with the whole circlet thing.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good point. We could talk about the circlet, and it's interesting to see how it's also forming up to be a member of the Ones in a way, by showing that it's sentient, and now and now Syria is somewhat punishing it for being, or at least treating it as a less than uh, less than equal partner in their little team up now. She's
Yeah,
using it to a ride down a zip line with
of ice.
a zip line of ice. That's true. That's
That
pretty.
was that was a cool scene. Just to see scrolling down with the circlet,
Yeah.
the zip line.
And there's also we can also talk about Medin, the king of Medin, Eric, the High King, who is uh, apparently a serial rapist in his own home, but really likes adventures. And his we have also have Eric's
Oh
wife,
yeah. Oh,
Maeve.
oh
What?
yeah. The fact that the guy appear naked in bedroom. God, for those that watch Futurama, that's Zap Brannigan level of shit, level
Yeah.
of garbage.
I wonder if he cries on the bed when you deny him. Sits there
Oh
and
god.
weeps.
To go back to my question, the question about dreamer stuff. Kinney has said, anti-dreamer class has been intriguing for them so far. He experimented with dream many years ago, so they have that extra layer. It could go to any place Parrot could imagine, and the danger of it could bring interesting crisis. Yeah, that's the point. Co- co-
Yeah,
I-
she might bump into Freddy Krueger of her own. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, or she could manifest some dangerous monster by accident. Imagine she's having a nightmare about the Edward Queller,
True.
and then it appears.
Yeah, I mean, thrillers are psychic, right? They can maybe appear in a dream. That'd be a crazy thing.
Oh yeah, there's that. They communicate telepathically, like as we heard from Sia, who was called a murderer every single time.
Murder. That's right. The House Wardens are all they all know what House Wardens are about. That's the creepiest thing. A little that they. I don't know. It's not quite as bad or that everybody in the species knows about it somehow. That there's a
Yeah,
mark left on their soul or something that they can
yeah.
sense.
As they can feel in the aura because as we said in volume 8, the killer ran away from years. They,
Yeah,
they ran away. I think there was an instant credit mentioned or a juvenile analyst or something like that, but they ran everybody in the phone that ran away from here. It was insane.
yeah. Oh, I don't
But
want
yeah,
to.
mind stuff in dream could bring danger, tools and all of that.
Yeah.
The final question. I think Astea will kill us if we don't talk about it at least.
Okay. Relt
Well,
appeared, raiding Maiden. He grabbed Pisces and Kolth and out of Maiden. It's mentioned that he started raiding since he was liberated. Maybe it started out of vengeance. Maybe he's doing it. Maybe doing that now to free the genie in Paris town. How great is Relt? I think Relt is great personally.
yeah.
Uh, King of Duels has a awesome bit of story to share, and I think he can teach Pisces a lot, which is great. I hope they're right now dueling with their bells ringing or not ringing. So you asked the question. Go ahead, you answer. Uh,
To be honest, I like Wells. It's been a while since we went to the King of Challenge arc and all of that, but it's fun that now he's doing something because as we saw in Until Trading Travel, he was like, I don't know what I'm doing with my life right now that much. My niece is
that's
doing
right.
everything, and now he is a bandit, a raider, a whatever, black ops. Let's just see, because it's not legal
Is
what
it
he's
niece or
doing.
daughter? Is it niece or daughter? I thought it was daughter.
Niece, because Well doesn't have a kid.
Oh, okay. I forgot.
Je cannot come from his sister.
Oh, okay. My bad. It's been a while since the
Yeah,
introductions.
to be honest, it's been a while since we saw them either. We got them mentioned in Volume 8, that's it, pretty much. Volume
True.
9. My bad.
Yeah. We uh we barely have anything. We didn't have much TV in Volume Nine as much as we did in prior gen and prior. Well, not international TV. I'll say we had a
Yeah.
few times with Aaron on screen, and Kelt was on for a bit, but we didn't get a tribunal of anything to pass
Yeah.
judgment on things. Does anybody else have any feelings on
On
Rails?
where,
And
on where it's on PC called being in G-Class and all of that. To be honest, I think Wales I believe that Fontaine is Wales took Pisces because Pisces got a unique bell right now.
that may be
It's not
true.
as it's not as a true silver bell. It's a bell that only duelists can hear the sound
Oh, nice. Let's
because
see, kindness. Sorry, go ahead.
Saya mentioned the bell doesn't have the thing that makes the sound inside.
Oh, it doesn't have a rocker? Oh, that's funny.
Yeah,
The speaker. Interesting. Let's see. Kaineas says, with all the hype of his battle with Floss, I really hope we get some more good battles. Him training Pisces will be interesting as well. I agree.
yeah, it'll be interesting, especially since Wells is a gold bell duelist and Pisces is silver at least, probably
Yeah.
stronger. It's
I
complicated.
think so.
It's complicated because previous NR and all of that. The standard probably drop.
That's possible too. I wonder. Hey, I wonder how good do you think Raelt would have been against the Sword Slayer, or against the Swordmaster, the Drake from the Village of the Dead, the Revenant.
Yeah,
Do you
the
think he
sword
would have done
legend.
well? I think he would have done well.
Uh, I don't
Okay,
think
I mean,
I don't think he would have done that well, really.
okay, here's
B-
this. How do you Raelt versus Azkaras? Do rapiers only
To, to,
or dueling only?
it would have been a cool duel. That for sure, but I don't think Wells got that much of a chance against Xkirash in the duel.
Really? Okay, yeah, I believe it. I'll take your
Because
word for it.
because I think Welt as a duelist is it was like like what 30 plus, not even 40.
Yeah, he hasn't had 200 years to to really hone his
Let me
craft. So
let me check. He was okay. Yes, he was a duelist 35. So yeah, he was not that high.
well, Carneas asks, how do we know? How much do we know about Asgrass with the level with
Lev-
rapiers? What we do know is that that he was the only one who could duel that um,
Sword
that
legend
sword legend uh,
and
to a standstill. I mean, it was only because of a lack or a break in the connection that that his body, his puppet,
I,
was beaten.
I, I,
Well,
I,
that was the reason.
I will need to find that information, but I think it's mentioned that when he was parole, parole was beating name adventurer with justice rapier. I think it was mentioned something like that. We know he was a gold belt duelist at least,
Yeah,
and he was
he's gold. He's gold at least. That's
yeah.
why. That's why I even brought him up.
Let me check if the wiki page mention it because I'm not searching on the page right
I
now.
think because right now I'm thinking like the four most powerful, at least sword attributed people, it's got to be Zeladona, the sword legend, Azkarash, and probably probably killed Kilbakich. You know, at their
And,
height at least.
and there is obviously Teriyark and slash Eldarin on the side right now, and obviously the unicorn.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. We have to bring Delta Varian in. Yeah, he's definitely up there. I don't know if he would have. Damn, could he beat Zeladona? I don't think he could have beat Zeladona, but
No, no, no. I don't think so. Zelda. Uh, Z- we know Zelda was a level higher than the sword legend.
yeah. But maybe he could have beat the Sword Legend. He might have been on par with the Sword Legend. I mean, that's
Yeah.
possible. Tell. Donkey says Azkarash was a gold belt level duelist with no fencer levels. Oh wow, with no fencer
Yeah.
levels?
Yeah.
It's more
At,
impressive.
at, at first, Askarash thought Pisces was trying to imitate him with being a necromancer, having a rapier, and having no level in fencer or duelist.
Right.
I-
Wow, that's impressive.
and now Pisces got the class. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's going out.
Oh,
It's going to take another side.
let's see. They also follow up saying Zeladona is either the best or second best warrior we've seen so far, depending how good Kai is. Who is Kai?
Provine, the goddess.
Oh, Kawhi. Okay. Yes, of course. Of course, of course.
Yeah,
Kawhi.
Karin is obviously probably the strongest.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, by default because obviously right now she's got the Springria. Oh yeah, there's Springria.
Oh,
There's
well, she's dead. She's dead.
Springria.
I was saying, the height. Yeah, well, there. Spagana is probably, yeah, she's probably better than the Celadonna. Maybe not. Well, she had thousands of years to practice. You know,
Kilias Kira said wealth at least is in a place in which it would be interesting for him to level and become stronger. Is it him probably the strongest per fencer we are following? I thought he would probably die back in his fight with Floss, but with him surviving, I expect quite a bit of him.
yeah. I hope I hope Pirate didn't save him just for the sake of saving him, rather than how he had they have a they have something they really want to do with him later on. You know.
I, I disagree for a bit about the most interesting per fencer because we know there's because one interesting is subjective and two we know there's a Denny Lit the name adventurer and Maestro the leader and symphony that are fencer too and
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about them.
obviously there are also musicians on the side but the main method of combat is fencing is duelist fe- is that type of stuff that make them unique on the sound.
That's
And
true.
and right now, Pisces got is trying to combine necromancer and fencer stuff at the same time with the skeleton that got a skill and the bone rapier and the bone skill for his rapier.
Now it has. I forget. Has Pisces consolidated his Duelist of Wisdom into his new level when he hit 40, or did he? Or is that going to be a level 50 thing where he consolidates? You think?
The class didn't consolidate yet.
Okay, so he still has it.
Yeah,
Cool.
he still got both class. Technically
Okay,
three with technically three with slave.
and that. I forgot.
Yeah. I wonder if Welt will remove his slave class,
Can
or if
kings do that?
yeah, Kings can do that. We know Floss removed the slave class of Gazi when she had it.
Oh, okay, cool. But either he or Jakina could probably do it, and I'm sure
Yeah.
Colts would know. I'm sure Colts would know that, so they'll probably ask about it.
Fedorov could probably do it too if he meet Pisces. But I
I'm
think it's
I'm
I,
kind
I
of
think
worried.
I,
Sorry,
I think it's
go
more
ahead.
I think it's more symbolic if Welt does it because Welt is a fencer.
I agree. I agree.
Think that Pisces like that. So either Fedorov either Welt, but since Pisces is with Welt right now, the two of them had a thing in Volume 8 when they were on the boat.
That's true. I agree. That's a interesting point. And from Volume 8 was God, everyone up on the boat. That was just a great scene entirely. A great number of chapters. This is just fun. So many people like, oh, who are you? Who are you? All these just
Yeah,
all these random people we've been following forever. Finally meeting. You know, it's
and then
great.
and then the Arn doesn't care because they're used to it at the end.
Oh yeah, trust me.
So Donkey said, "I'm a bit surprised Pisces slave class hasn't become rebel yet. It seems simple for the other, like Bering. What would it take for Pisces?"
What will it take for Pisces to become a rebel? I don't know. I think is it possible it's his mindset? He hasn't. Um, I mean, he definitely rejects it, or I know he hates it, but has he fully rejected it in such a way? Like he seems still ashamed of it.
Yeah,
Maybe it's his trauma from Irez and a few of the other things that just keep holding him back.
yeah. I think it's probably something like that. Something like that too. He's thinking he's still a slave somehow. He didn't fully rebel. But I don't think Pisces will get the rebel class. It doesn't feel for him. It doesn't fit somewhat so for him.
Well,
His class,
he's supposedly running around Chandra already as a rebel and stuff. So maybe he'll assume that identity.
yeah, maybe. Kineas, an answer to the discussion, Kineas said it should probably be an interesting plot point going forward. It has to be mental and trauma about it. Having called with him should help to explore it. Yeah, that's a fact. They probably talk
Yeah,
about it on the boat for a month.
true.
Uh, Earlier,
Chinese also said,
but yeah, go ahead.
uh, yeah, there are a good number of interesting fencers, but most of them mixed. But in fencing in general, has been probably the defense developed combat style with Pisces and everything about bells. I agree. That is definitely we don't get the same amount of um, or the same amount as with other swordsmen's sword styles, except maybe Kizumber and uh, and um,
Gablikish?
and Kilbakich, and
Yeah,
possibly Pekanon now with the sword dances
yeah,
with the sword dance. But for most of the time, we don't know much about like a long sword. We don't get like much long sword fencing styles or whatnot.
yeah.
We don't get as much focus on long sword as we do,
And
which is the kind of
uh,
standard fantasy sword.
I think it's interesting for Wealth, yeah, for Wealth also because most of the time Wealth is on screen. It's about fencing, about duel, about combat. Like Wealth was one of the commentator at the festival of Zeladona. He was there. Was like that's how and this melee. That's how you know a true gold belt duelist. For me, another one.
That's true. That's a good point. Well, let's see if do we have any other plot points that we can wring out of this little chapter, or shall we call it a day and get Craig out of here?
Yeah, I think we can call it a day. It was a short chapter, a short discussion. It fit.
Yeah, I think we managed to squeeze it pretty well. pretty
Yeah.
well. It's talked as many topics as we got out of there. All right. So thank you everybody for listening. This has been after chapter discussion for 10.05. Everyone have a nice day.